Welcome, everybody, to the first and also last episode of the Modded Way News. How's everyone doing? Been a while. Been kind of not around a lot. There's just a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, and just not been, and there's just not been a whole lot of motivation, really. I'm sorry for, the server feels neglected and everything. It's been hard to just work on something for days and days, never really play on it. It's just work, it's not enjoyment, and only have maybe one, maybe two active players. Which, of course, it makes sense to not have multiple active players because, it's an unfinished server. Why would it have active players? But essentially, the original plan would be for the vanilla server to be kind of like just always present, then we move on to other servers while also having that server running as our public server, and eventually to have that work as the hub server. And we could have maybe mini games and just survival server building and whatnot. Just really chill and that kind of thing. But there's just so much to do that essentially when it was only me and Talk working on things, and I believe Talk feels the same way about not having the motivation to him, when it just feels like a dead server. And then for a short period of time it was kind of good enough to open to the public, and when we opened to the public, basically, no, it wasn't just basically, it was the only thing that we got was trolls and griefers and people using mods that allowed you to fly, or modified clients also flying and trying to bypass spawn protection, causing griefing, just being absolute jerks, really. So that's just not the kind of community that we want. People we want here in the community, it's supposed to be more, a chill, just friendly place to be, and we don't tolerate that kind of, just behavior in general. I want people to be able to build in peace and make friends and not have to worry about all of their stuff being taken or bases griefed. So for like the maybe a week that it was public, it is no longer public and is set to whitelist only. However, while we're talking about whitelists and whatnot, the Modded Way started out as a whitelisted community. People had to put in their application in order to be accepted and gain access to it. And that worked. There's a lot of friendships made there. Still in contact with people that met many years ago through that way. And I kind of want to just go back to that whole more small but close-knit community feeling. But then the other issue is server funding. And I don't like asking for donations or money and whatnot, but the server's not free. And yeah, there's not really a reason for anyone to help do it if there's not a server to really be on. Well, there is, but no. Being honest, I wouldn't really donate for a server that it feels kind of like single player. But for the last half year, I have been solely paying for server out of my pocket, and that has been, getting expensive. Um, Especially if no one's gonna even be on it. I don't want to just drop it, but you know, I don't really see so much of a reason to keep it around right now. And then of course we got all the work that still needs to be done on it. It's just it's very unfinished, and I'm sorry for that. I feel so many projects that I have started, mod packs, servers, etc., just never get seen through to completion. That's one of my weaknesses is needing motivation and a vision to keep going. But I'm just really losing that aspect of it. And it had been maybe about half a year of being away from just Minecraft in general, and then I had wanted to get back into it. Then maybe half a year of doing the vanilla, and we are the modded way. So it just felt, a little weird debuting vanilla on the modded way. But I had some hankering for creativity and more technical, more than what Redstone could provide. So I did some modded single player, and then did this small server with some close friends. Just a little private one. And, I just really enjoy the feeling for everyone just showing what they can do, just their building, their, all the different ways that people can play the game in whatever way that they enjoy and like. Some people are builders, some people are more technical, some people like exploration, some people like the combat. I really just wanted to get more back into modded. I feel like that's really more of what the original intention was. But this having a server, it's not. It's for the longest time. It's been just me, and it's a bit too much with what's currently going on in my life. Also, I'm sorry for the dragon in the background. He's being nosy. But yeah, it's a bit much for me to do on my own. Okay, dragon, you can stop now. Thank you. So I need to either get others that are willing to help out. Hold on, let me put this dragon away. One moment. Oh, this is okay, dragon. I need you to shrink, please, and thank you. All right. As I was saying, yeah, if the server wants to keep going, I'm going to need extra help to moderate. Although not so much of an issue considering how little people are on it, but that will be an issue. I need people to understand how servers work, and help fix things when I'm not there. But this is the next part of the big announcement here. The modded way, I just kind of want to reset. We got a lot of inactive people, and I just kind of feel like there's been enough drama and whatnot that could be put behind us. I have a lot of fond memories as well, but I will be shutting down the modded way. Now, before everyone starts typing up a storm, or maybe no one will, maybe no one cares, but I have, or will be creating a new community, or more like rebranding, essentially. I'm going back to the whitelisted and more personal style or community called the Kingdom Crafters. And I will be linking the Discord link in announcements when I post this. For those of you that are still active in the modded way and want to come hang out, we're not going to be a large community. I don't have plans to make it large. I don't want to try to make it large. I want it to just be a place for everyone to hang out, maybe get some other games, find people that they want to create, their own games, whether it be Age of Empires or Tabletop Simulator or, their own Minecraft adventures, or just share what they did that day. Be a lot more personal and not, I want to be closer to the community instead of just being the administrator of the community. As far as servers go, I'll have to talk it over. I'll have to see, but the server, just paying for it on my own is a bit too expensive. And currently the way the server is, we can only have a single server. I'm not renting out an entire server, it's just a virtual private server. But if everyone wanted to, I was thinking about renting a dedicated server. Then we could have multiple servers on it, even for multiple games. But just again, I would need other people to be able to contribute that way. Whether it be time for setup and repair and upkeep and maintenance and all that. To make sure everything's working properly, but also for monetary. Especially when we'll have to see if there's, I don't know, whether there be a server that you have to pay monthly to use. I don't really like the subscription based, but just paying on my own is just currently not viable. Maybe some kind of just like role like we've been doing, the donator with some perks, but I also don't want to just make this into a, I don't want it to be a business. I could have done a business. I could have made this way more like monetary in nature, but that's just not the direction that I want to take this. I want this to be just a safe place for people to hang out, feel comfortable, meet new people, make friends, or bring their friends over. Place that everyone feels welcome. So if you want to do, a modded server or even some other game or something, if people want to do that, I'd, just say in chat, the new Discord, the Kingdom Crafters. That's also work in progress. So excuse the lack of roles and permissions are a mess right now. Still getting everything, and also a bit slow. I need, everyone needs to have patience. So ask for patience, and yeah, for those that like the modded way, have a lot of memories. Sad to see it go, but I just feel like this is the next step forward for, I want to say us as a community, but I'm shutting the community down. um, but no, I just feel like that's the correct thing to do. It's caused a lot of stress on me personally, and so it partially self-preservation and partially, I believe, would be best for the enjoyment of all, and to just kind of lower expectations of what there will be, and to get people not to just think of this as a single server, but to think of us as your friends, I guess. So, if this interests you, I'll be linking to the Kingdom Crafters Discord, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the new one. If you got any thoughts, questions, or ideas, or anything else, just ping me in the Discord, and hope to see you there. So, thank you everyone for the 6 years at the modded way. Been a mixed basket, but I wouldn't redo it, honestly. So thanks for 6 years, and look forward to seeing you all in the future. Take care.